What's up guys, Sal here. So the Galaxy S23 Ultra and the iPhone 14 Pro Max represent the best that Samsung and Apple have to offer. So let's see what happens when you put these phones against each other in a real-world speed test comparison. I'll divide the test into 6 rounds to reveal the overall winner, and also put the S22 Ultra into the mix to see how things have improved for the S23 Ultra. The first round is a boot-up test. Unlike in laptops where startup times are important, on phones however it's not really a big deal because it's something you rarely do on a day-to-day basis. But still, if you're wondering, the iPhone 14 Pro Max boots up a little faster than the S23 Ultra, so this round goes to Apple. Next we have a productivity round because phones aren't just for using social media apps. We'll use Microsoft Word and Excel for this. Here's a mammoth Excel sheet with 50,000 rows with complex entries, and here the S23 Ultra is faster. The 14 Pro Max took forever to open this file. I waited 10 plus minutes, which is a shame. Next is a 500-page Word document. And as you can see, both the S23 Ultra and the 14 Pro Max opened it at the same time. So the productivity round goes to Samsung. Next we have the app opening round, starting with YouTube, which is faster on the S23 Ultra. Instagram opens at the same speed on both phones, but Twitter clearly loads up faster on the S23 Ultra. Next we have YouTube Music, which again opens at the same speed on both phones. The S22 Ultra took quite a bit of time though. eBay is a little faster on the S23 Ultra, and surprisingly, Reddit is a fraction of a second faster on the S22 Ultra. The UFC app for MMA fans is again faster on the S22 Ultra, followed by the S23 Ultra. Quora loads up faster on the S23 Ultra, while it's the slowest on the iPhone here. There's hardly any difference when it comes to the camera app, but the iPhone is a fraction of a second faster. Both the Ultra phones are way quicker while loading the Play Store. The 14 Pro Max is the slowest here. So out of 10 apps we used, the S23 Ultra was faster in 4, the S22 Ultra took 2, while the iPhone was faster in only the camera app. So the S23 Ultra is a clear winner in this round. The fourth round is about photo and video rendering speeds, starting with the photo editing app, the Snapseed. I did the same editing on each phone, and as you can see, the S23 Ultra renders it faster, while the iPhone is the last among these phones. Next, here's a 1-minute 4K 60fps video in Adobe Rush, and the 14 Pro Max just blazes through the rendering. The S23 Ultra managed to do better compared to the S22 Ultra, but was way behind the iPhone. But here's what's interesting. Adobe Rush is well optimized for iPhones and not so much for Androids. So what happens if you use a different editing app such as KineMaster? The results are totally opposite. Even though the bitrate and file size was bigger on the Ultras compared to the iPhone, the S23 Ultra renders it way faster, closely followed by the S22 Ultra. The 14 Pro Max took way longer this time. So yes, Adobe Rush is indeed optimized for iPhones, and that's the reason for the insane rendering speeds. In any case, with a win in photo rendering as well, the S23 Ultra takes this round again. Next we have gaming, starting with Subway Surfer, and the 14 Pro Max loads it faster. The Asphalt 9 is a heavy game for racing fans, and surprisingly, the S22 Ultra opens it faster than both the latest phones. The S23 Ultra for some reason was the last year. Then we have Angry Birds 2, and the S23 Ultra managed to load it faster than the rest. Then there's another heavy game, the Call of Duty, and the iPhone is clearly quicker here, followed by the S23 Ultra. The S22 Ultra took its time though. So out of 4 games, the iPhone was faster in 2, thereby takes the gaming round. And finally, we have the RAM test to see whether or not these phones kept all of the apps open, and all of them did in fact keep them open, so this round is a draw. So what's the final result then? The S22 Ultra didn't win any round, and rightfully so, because it's a year-old phone, but it did perform well in some aspects. The iPhone 14 Pro Max won 2 rounds, but it's the S23 Ultra with 3 rounds that decisively won the speed test battle for the fastest mainstream phone on this planet. Do consider giving a like if you want me to do more of these types of videos in the future, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.